So representative, lady in red. Come on. Madam Khusboo, there is a for nearly until 2014. बहुत बड़ी हो गई थी. Somebody I could not reach. She was my दर्द का रिश्ता. कौन हूँ मैं, क्या नाम है तेरा, मैं कहाँ से आई हूँ, मैं परियों की शहजादी, मैं आसमां से आई हूँ. This is to be my childhood literary song for a singer. And now after 2014, I am seeing her in 2025. अभी मिले हैं, बहुत बाकी है बोलने के लिए. तो उसका जो एक छोटा इंट्रोडक्शन है मेरा 40% पे स्पीचिंग है. I'll stand here and talk to you all. Ma'am, I'm speaking from here. Yes, but Indian actress, producer, and entrepreneur who has made a lasting impact in the entertainment industry with a career spanning over 2 decades. She has established herself as a leading lady in Bollywood and Hollywood. Acting career, she started as a child artist in the Bollywood movie The Burning Train and went on to act in over 200 movies and TV series. Her awards and recognition. She's a recipient of 5 Tamil Nadu State Awards, 5 Cinema Express Awards, and the Kalai Mamani after Vadlamani I became late. Okay, award from the Tamil Nadu State Government. Production career. Founder and Managing Director of Omni Cinemax and Omni Telemedia, producing successful movies and TV shows that promote women's empowerment. Under the leadership roles, President of Tamil Nadu Television Producers Council, member of various government committees including Film and TV Welfare Committee and the Indian Censor Board. Khusboo Sundar's contribution to Khusboo Sundar's contribution to the entertainment industry has been recognized with numerous awards and accolades. A production house, Omni Cinemax, has produced several successful movies, TV shows, including the hit movie Me Saya Murku. Am I right, Khusboo? Me Murku. Okay, this is Me Saya. Impact. Through her work, Khusboo Sundar has inspired a generation of audiences, paved the way for future generation of women in the entertainment industry. Her commitment to promoting women's empowerment through her productions has made a significant impact in the industry. Only one star and the only woman to hold #1 ticket at the Australian football. As also she's currently a member of the BJP. So put your hands together. Don't say no.
I think your show has gone all the way to give me an introduction. She could have just said that my childhood friends, we studied together. She was the first bencher, I was the last bencher. She was always in the class, I was the outstanding student.
Outstanding.
Yeah, literally. And I don't know if you remember that most of the time we used to have a teacher who was arts and crafts, and she also happened to be our scouts and guides teacher, Bela, you remember? And every time she would come in, like every other mischievous, naughty school students, she would come in and we used to sing a song, Good Morning Teacher. And then her name was Bela, and we would always cook, a few of us, Good morning, Tabela. And she would have to be me. And she said, out of the class. Okay, ma'am. So literally, out of the class, outstanding student I was. But then probably I was destined to do something else, because education, though I was, and that Yashu can't deny, I was fairly a good student academically, and my principal still says that the only thing she regrets is that I didn't complete my education, and which I feel is extremely important for every child to finish their education, because a lot of children come to me and say that, ma'am, we want to get into films, we want to do this, and I say, educate yourself first, because you always need something to fall back upon. what you're destined to do, what you become, is, people say that it's all written. But I think that we are in times where we say that I'm going to write my own destiny. And I think a woman especially writes her own destiny. It all depends how she takes herself forward, what she has dreams for herself. हम सब में एक क्षमता होती है, हम सब चाहते हैं कि हम जिंदगी में कुछ करें, आगे बढ़ें, लेकिन हमारे साथ एक फैमिली जुड़ी होती है कि शादी से पहले माँ बाप की फैमिली, शादी के बाद अपने पति और उनके घर वालों की फैमिली। तो हमें हमारे लिए वक्त नहीं मिलता, वक्त से ज़्यादा कभी कभी हमें वो सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता जो हम चाहते हैं, चाहे वो माँ बाप का घर हो या अपने पति का घर हो। बहुत कम ऐसे लोग होते हैं जिनको एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम मिलता है, जहाँ पर मैं ये नहीं कहती हूँ कि सपोर्ट सिस्टम होगा तो ही एक औरत आगे बढ़ती है, लेकिन प्रॉब्लली हमारे दिमाग में बचपन से ये बिठाया जाता है कि आपको आपके घर के लिए सैक्रिफाइसेस करने पड़ेंगे, एंड हम हमेशा हंसी खुशी वो सैक्रिफाइसेस करते रहते हैं। We sacrifice because that's been instilled in our minds right from childhood, that this is how you have to be and this is what your life is going to be. However fast forward thinking, however we think that our parents have given us all the freedom to do what we want, at some point we say कि यार, you finally have to get married and go into somebody's house, so you better learn खाना कैसे बनाना है, चाय कैसे बनाना है, बर्तन कैसे धोने, कपड़े कैसे फोल्ड करने हैं, अपने पति को कैसे संभालना है, उनके घर वालों को कैसे संभालना है। ये हमारे दिमाग में बात डाली जाती है, लेकिन हमें कभी ये नहीं सिखाया जाता है कि कभी तुम अपने आप को कैसे संभालोगे। कहीं भी किसी ने भी आपको सिखाया कि आप अपने आप को कैसे संभालो, क्योंकि ये माना जाता है कि आप अपने आप को संभालना अपने आप सीख लोगे, जिम्मेदारियां आएंगी तो सीख जाओगे। And I am no different. My mother has been a single parent since the time I remember, and I think she had given me all the freedom in this world. Okay, it's your life, you have to decide what you want to do. And of course I was in cinema, so I didn't know anything else but cinema. So I say literally eat, breathe, think, sleep, cinema, because there's nothing beyond that. I grew up in cinema. But I was very fortunate that my mother, though absolutely uneducated, illiterate, from a very, very conservative Muslim family, she never forced me to do things which I didn't want to do. If my brothers were out on the streets playing, I was out with them on the streets playing. If my brothers were playing cricket, I was playing cricket. If my brothers were playing gilli danda, I was playing gilli danda. If my brothers were playing lagori, 7 stones, I was playing 7 stones with them. And now I have covered up. I have a scar here because one of my childhood friends lagori खेलते खेलते ball की जगह पत्थर फेंक दिया. So it just missed my eye and it hit my eyebrow. So I have a scar, so I always cover it up. वरना वो एक scar दिखता है gap. तो उस वक्त भी मम्मी ने ये नहीं कहा कि अरे लड़की हो तुम्हारा चेहरा बिगड़ जाएगा, तुम बीच में मत रहो, घुटनों पे मार्क्स हैं, हाथ पे स्कार्स हैं, एल्बोज पे स्कार्स हैं, गिरना, लड़ना, पड़ना सब. बट मम्मी ने ये नहीं कहा कि आपके 3 भाई हैं, वो लोग ये कर रहे हैं तो तुम लड़की हो, तुम्हें कुछ और करना चाहिए. तो आई थिंक that one thing which gave me, when we talk about gender equality, I truly believe it starts at home. वो ज़माना गया कि हंसती लड़की पे ज़्यादा भरोसा नहीं करना चाहिए, रोते आदमी पे भरोसा नहीं करना चाहिए. यार इमोशन है, हंसी आएगी तो हंसेंगे, रोना आएगा तो रोएंगे, तो उसमें औरत और मर्द कहाँ से आए बीच में. ये जेंडर इक्वालिटी के बदले में हम ये डिफरेंसेस क्यों ले आते हैं. अरे वो लड़की कितना हंसती है, उसको मतलब उस पर भरोसा नहीं करना चाहिए. अरे वो लड़की खुश है यार, हंसना एक खुशी की साइन है, हंसने दो ना. और अगर एक मर्द रोता भी है तो रोने दो ना, हम सब में वो इमोशन है. अभी एक बाप अपनी बेटी की शादी पे नहीं रोएगा तो कब रोएगा. एक बाप अगर उसको दिल में दर्द है, मियाँ बीवी में झगड़ा नहीं होगा, अगर पति के दिल में दर्द है वो नहीं रोएगा तो कब रोएगा. अकेले जाके रोएगा क्या, पागल है. रोता है रोने दो ना, इट्स अ गुड साइन. आई थिंक द जेंडर इक्वालिटी व्हाट वी टॉक अबाउट वो घर से शुरू होता है. And today with my 2 girls, one is 25, September में 25 की हो जाएगी, and the other one is 22 plus. We have never bothered कि we don't have a boy क्योंकि वो हमेशा कहते हैं अरे यार खानदान को आगे बढ़ाना है, you have to take the generation forward, you should have a boy. So when me and my husband, we decided after the second girl that we both sat down and we said, okay, do you want another child, is what my husband asked me. I said no, and this is when I was pregnant with my second. I said no, I don't want a third child, I'm very happy. And I said, do you want a second child? A third child? He said, no, I'm very happy. So I said, what if the second one happens to be a girl? He's saying, it's my baby. Fark nahi padta whether it's a girl or a boy. It's my baby. That's what matters. And we both silently decided that my first one was a cesarean. So doctors ne kaha tha ki dusra bhi cesarean hi hoga because I had little complications and they said कि normal delivery का chances नहीं है, so it has to be cesarean. So my husband said कि अगर ऐसा ही है, so do you want to go through a sterilization where you don't think even about the third baby? I said I'm perfectly fine with it. And we didn't tell my mother-in-law for a very, very long time that during my cesarean we had done a sterilization. So when my mother-in-law started instigating that you should have a boy, दो लड़कियां हैं, लड़का होना चाहिए, खानदान आगे बढ़ना चाहिए. At one point my husband broke to her. He's saying we cannot have another child until unless I get married to somebody else because we have done a family planning and we do not want a third child. So my mother-in-law was quite aghast. अरे दो लड़कियां हैं फिर खानदान कैसे आगे बढ़ेगा? And both me and my husband responded. He said these girls are ours. So whatever children they have tomorrow, they are going to take our legacy forward. Why do the legacy has to start only from the boy's side? Why can't a woman start her own legacy and say, this is my legacy, this is from my parents' side and I carry forward. So I think it's all in the mind when we talk about how times are changing, how things are changing. We are moving forward. But at some times when you look into the kind of stories we hear, what we see from different parts of the country and the world, it sets you thinking, are we really moving forward? My sincere apologies to everyone who spoke what I heard. Again, it was about only 24% of women world over who are the Rotarians, and we're looking at 30%. Nobody can say that we are looking at 50% of Rotarians women. So that is where we need to start. That why even a place like that where we are talking about gender equality, we are talking about women empowerment, why we're still talking about saying that we are looking at 30% and not 50%. In Parliament, from 33% we are still stuck there. We are not even moving to 50%. In political life, I don't see women coming forward because, again, the problem is they don't find the support in the family. The ego starts because in politics, when a woman is moving forward, egos are bound to happen. I'm very fortunate to be married to a man who takes pride in saying that, yes, I'm Mr. Khusboo. He takes pride. Even today when he goes, he's a big director, been here for 30 years, one of the biggest directors of Tamil cinema, and a producer and an actor. But even when he goes into villages, there are ladies who come out and say, oh, Khusboo Purshani, that's how they go. And he calls me up and he still laughs. He's saying, 100 years down the lane, darling, I'll still be known as Khusboo's husband, and I take a pride in that. How many of men take pride in that? In being known by their wife's name? I think the ego starts. The biggest problem in any relationship or when you talk about gender equality is the ego. The problem, with all due respect to the gentlemen in this room, which are very few, so they don't have a choice but to accept it, I think, So I think the ego, when a man cannot accept a woman being better known than him, that's when the ego starts. Why is this woman known more than me? Even political field, you see, there'll be 20 men on the dais, there'll be hardly 2 women on the dais among the men. Why are we not looking at gender equality from wherever we are? Why don't we start the gender equality there? Why don't we say that we women, we don't have to compete with men. I never compete with a man because I know I have my own boundary lines, I have my own Lakshman Rekha. A man can go and leave himself on the streets corner, we women cannot. And not because we are shy, because we know where to draw a line. I think we women are never weaker because if a woman, the biggest gift, the biggest strength, the biggest Shakti, what God has given to a woman, is like she can bring another life into this world. and there cannot be a better Shakti than that. No man can do it. You let the science do anything they want, but it's only woman who's going to take the world forward because she's capable of bringing another life. So there we are way beyond them. One phrase, and I say in every stage I speak, every time a woman succeeds, courage, she's breaking the glass ceiling. When a man succeeds, nobody says he's breaking a glass ceiling. Why? Because they do not expect a woman to succeed. They do not expect a woman to do so well. To them, it comes as a surprise when a woman does well or she succeeds. She's breaking a glass ceiling. Or there are basic assumptions. 10 of us will say, oh wow, that's great, this woman has done well. But I'm like, hey, she should have done something, she should have compromised, That's why she's in that position. I think this prejudgmental mindsets, the assumptions, presumptions. When we don't succeed, how else the crab story started? I'm sure all of you know about the crab story. Now, wo chadega na kisi aur ko chadne dega. It keeps pulling each other. I think till we have this ego, till we have this kind of a problem within ourselves, we will not allow a woman to succeed. We will not allow this society to succeed. We will not allow each other to grow with a lot of harmony and respect. The basic problem, the society, is that we have made the society and we have made rules in the society as to how a woman should be, what is the difference between a man and a woman, and where a woman should be and a man should be. Men always take pride in saying, I'm the man of the house. Fine boss, I'm the woman. And man is only a 3-letter word, woman is a 5-letter word, so I'm still stronger than you. I think that is it. The reason I feel women are capable of doing a lot more is because we have the capability of multitasking. And I say to the personal experience, I love taking care of my family. I don't have a me time and I don't complain at all. It's all your personal perspective, how you want to take it forward. I don't have a me time. For me, my me time is cooking at home. Yesterday I was free at home, day before yesterday I was free at home. The entire day I was standing and cooking and multiple things. I'm very happy doing that. I wanted to go for a manicure, pedicure, but I said, no, I think I'm better doing something for my children. So I was doing that. And it's all how much you want to do it. But if I want to take a time off, I do. And my me time is me being at home doing something or the other. Does not mean I step out, I'm out with my friends or I'm doing something which I want to know. I'm happy being at home. But it all depends how your mindset is, how you want to take it forward. We multitask. Men cannot multitask. My husband will call me and say, my brush is missing. And I say, it's there on the dressing table. He's saying, it's not there. And then I say, give me a video call. And there'll be 2 brushes and 2 combs in a box. And then I said, there is your brush. And he said, oops, sorry, I didn't notice. And then he'll suddenly call up and say, my watch is missing. I said, open the drawer. No, I'm looking for this watch. I said, it's there in the drawer where the watches are kept. Open the drawer, video call. Then I said, there, in that box behind there's this watch. Oh, I didn't see. So, simple things men can't manage on their own. And my husband says that I have literally, and my mother-in-law says that, he can't do anything on his own because you want to keep him under your wings. Okay, I'm absolutely happy my husband is under my wings. I take pride in that. And I think we all women silently actually we enjoy that. We know the fact that the men in our home can't do without us. But apart from that, I think we women, when we multitask, that itself shows that how talented you are. Many women I have seen, when I ask them, what do you do? Oh, I'm not doing anything, ma'am, I'm just a housewife. Gosh, you're not just a housewife. You manage an entire household. You know how difficult that is to start your day in the morning and you're the first person to wake up and you're the last person to sleep. You manage everybody else's mood swings and everything. You take care of everyone, different kind of foods, because somebody is probably a diabetic patient, somebody's got some other problem. You have to make food accordingly. You have to make sure that your house is spick and span. You have to make sure that everything is in order. You have to save the monthly money you get to run the household. I mean, you are a mathematician, you are a businesswoman. It's more like having an MBA degree where you know how to manage things. So never ever say that I'm just a housewife. Take pride in saying I am a housewife because I manage my home. And men go out and they work very comfortably and they come back with the absolutely mental free mindset is because they know there's a woman at home who's looking after them. But at the same time, I think we also need to understand as to where are we moving forward. I missed Akaika's talks. But you know, when you're talking about the third gender, how many of us are ready to accept it? Just because it's Akai here, we have been clapping and saluting her. So I think when we see them on the streets, what's the first thing we do? We move back, we make a face, we pull up a nose and then we want to move away. No. How many of these third genders find a toilet, any of these public places, whether it's a theatre, a restaurant? Where do they go? Everybody, sex orientation is their personal choice. We have no rights to be judgmental about it or to pass any comments about it. Anybody for that matter. Their sex orientation is their problem. But are we ready to discuss that? Are we ready to take it up? Are we ready to accept the difference in the society? And are we ready to say that they are part of us? When we talk about Samhitha, so it means union, it means inclusive. Are we ready to include everyone with us? And it's not about gender equality, but it's also about the disparity between the genders. When we talk about third gender, how often do you find a family accepting a different sex-oriented person at home? It takes very long. And the first problem that crops up is, what will happen to a name in the society? लोग क्या बोलेंगे? सोसाइटी में हमारी नाक कट जाएगी. हमें बोलेंगे कि हम में कुछ खामी थी. अरे आपका बेटा ऐसा है, अरे आपकी बेटी वैसी है. यार मेरे बेटी या मेरा बेटा ऐसा है या वैसी है, कैसी भी हो, मेरी अपनी है. So first, जब तक आप खुद उनको accept नहीं करोगे, बाहर वाला कैसे करेगा? It really made me so happy because I read a news where, you know, normally in the matrimonial columns, it's only about I want a groom and I want a bride. But there's a mother who had actually given a publicity in matrimonial column, seeking that she's looking for a groom for her son. And that was so heartening to see. And she found and she got them married, a single mother. And you know, this is so heartening to see because जब तक हम में वो acceptance नहीं आएगा, जब तक हम इस बात को नहीं मानेंगे, हम बाहर से किसी और को accept नहीं कर सकते हैं, ना ही ये सोच सकते हैं कि there's going to be a change in the society. I truly believe there has to be a change within yourself if you want the society or you want people around you to accept the truth and accept the facts. We are moving forward, infrastructure-wise. We are moving forward, saying that, "Arey, this is happening, that is happening, ये हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, सब हो रहा है." लेकिन जहाँ तक society का सवाल है, we still see a lot of problems at home. The kinds of the sexual assault we see on women, on children, on child. I think that कहीं ना कहीं हमसे गलती हो रही है. कहीं ना कहीं हमसे अपने बेटों को बड़े करने में गलती कर रहे हैं. बच्चे हमसे सीखते हैं, घर में जो है वहाँ से सीखते हैं. अगर एक माँ, अगर घर की औरत उसके साथ कुछ गलत हो रहा है, and if she's a mute person there, she doesn't speak up, and if the son or a daughter sees the woman of the house being insulted, being threatened, being assaulted, being ill-treated, not respected, and if the woman stays quiet, the son thinks this is the way a woman needs to be treated. And he will grow up to treat a woman equally because he will ask, my mother was quiet when all this happened to her. Why would I accept any other woman from outside to raise a voice? The girl might grow up thinking that this is part and parcel of being a woman. You have to tolerate all the nonsense and stay quiet because you want to keep the family together. I think the first education system should start at home. You don't tell your daughters that this is how you dress up, this is the time you go out, this is the time you come in, and this is how you have to be. I think the times have changed where we have to tell our boys, this is how you respect a woman, this is how you treat a woman, and these timings are not. And this, when a girl says no, it means no. You tell that to your sons and not to the girl. Society is built with what we decide and what we want. What we decide today is what we're going to take it forward to our children tomorrow. What we plan today is going to be the future for our children tomorrow. We always plan financially, that this is how I'm going to plan the future financially so that my children and I, when I retire, will lead my life very peacefully. But in that melee of running around and making money, and it's all about 2-minute noodle, that urgency, that everything has to be instant, we forget to install the values of human emotion and human relationship. We forget to tell our children how important it is to respect each other. Being in love is fine, but what is any relationship? I personally and truly believe that love cannot be complete if there's no respect. And that in any form of love, between brother and sister, between husband and wife, between girlfriend, boyfriend, your parents, your relatives, anybody for that matter. जब तक एक रिश्ते में इज्जत लेना देना नहीं होगा, इज्जत नहीं होगी, उस रिश्ते का कोई मतलब नहीं होता है। एंड इसलिए हम कहते हैं कि सबसे अच्छी जो रिलेशनशिप की बात करते हैं वो दोस्ती की बात करते हैं, कि दोस्त जो है ना कुछ एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, ना ही आपसे ना ही आप उनसे। जैसे अब यशु कह रही थी कि एंड 86 you passed out. I left school in 84. I left early. So, but then 84 now, shit, it's 40 years. I'm so sorry, I swear. 40 years. Okay. So I think this is where you take an advantage with friends. ये नहीं पता लगता कि 40 साल गुजर गए, जहाँ से शुरू किया था और जहाँ छोड़ा था. When you meet again, you start there. You don't know how the time has gone by. You don't even realize that so many years have gone by. But then you realize कि यार, this is what we were and this is where we are. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to tell that okay, this is where we started. अरे वो last time कहाँ छोड़ी थी हमने बातें. You meet a true friend and you realize कि you start exactly where you had left last. So every relationship, I think it's important that and in friendship, what comes in is there's a lot of respect towards each other and what we do. We stand by each other, come what may. Yes, we have seen a lot of friends who backstab, but then it's nice. It's nice to have a couple of people who backstab you, because तब आपको पता लगता है कि कौन सही है कौन गलत है. जब तक आपके साथ कुछ बुरा ना होगा, आप सही गलत का फर्क नहीं पहचानोगे. So I tell my girls also, it's fine. They're at an age where love and boyfriend and everything happens. I said, heartbreak is important to realize what is true love about. So I'm not a mother who would say, oh, you cannot be in love. I had a love marriage. So I said, you cannot be in love. But I think it's important that when you have a heartbreak, you understand कि कौन सही है कौन गलत है. And वो सही गलत का फर्क तभी पता लगेगा जब हमारे साथ गलत होगा. So it's important that you fall, you have a heartbreak, you hurt yourself, you cry, you think that I'm against the wall and I will not be able to do anything. But what is important is you learn to get up and run again. जब तक आप उठो, मार लगी है लगने दो, सर पे लगी है लगने दो, चोट आई है आने दो, अच्छा है, जख्म है, घाव है. They leave scars, well good, very good if they leave scars, because that's a reminder to tell you that I went wrong somewhere. Because again, anywhere, if you are hurt, until unless you don't allow the third party to hurt you, nobody can hurt you. You have allowed that other person to hurt you in any relationship. So I think we women have to stand up for ourselves. आके खड़े होंगे सब, लेकिन जब तक आप खुद अपने पैरों पे खड़ी नहीं होते, जब तक आप खुद अपने लिए नहीं सोचते हो, जब तक आप खुद ये नहीं डिसाइड करोगे कि मुझे जिंदगी में क्या करना है, कहाँ जाना है, आज से 5 साल बाद मैं कहाँ रहूंगी, जब तक आप खुद ये डिसाइड नहीं करोगे, आपके लिए कोई आके डिसाइड नहीं करने वाला. क्योंकि कल को 5 साल बाद जब आप कहीं नहीं होंगे, तब वो वही लोग जो आपके साथ थे वो आके पूछेंगे ये बात आपने हमसे पहले क्यों नहीं कही, that you didn't want to do it. Why is that you never spoke for yourself then? Why are you speaking for yourself now? I think we women have to decide when we have to speak, when we have to, and please do not underestimate the power of silence. Silence is the biggest noise maker. It's just that we need to know when to remain silent and when to speak. And I think it's not about we women in this room. I think we all are in certain way, in some way privileged that we are here and we are talking to each other, listening to different people, giving a lot of gyan. But I think, imagine about a woman who's out there on the streets, who's beaten by a drunken husband, but she'll never let him go. When I was campaigning for an election, and I used to go into these very interior parts of Tamil Nadu, and I had to take census for the election about the voters, and I went to this very interior village. There were like over 15 to 20 huts alone, one road and only these huts were there. So I went there and I was talking to a lady and I asked her, "Unga per enna?" And she said, "Kuppamma." And I said, "Unga purusha per enna?" "Ayya, purusha per ella sollakudadu ma." I said, "Okay, but avarku per irukkum, na per eludhuven." She said, "Adha anga Sami per irukka." I said, "Govind, illa. Da inga mala mela irukku pakkathula." I said, "Palani, ayya illa. Murugan, adha but andha madri vera per irukku." So I gave Skanda, Balamurugan, adi iduna adi ellume kedaiyadu. Then I said, "Pandian, andha Tamilnadu per adanga." So I'm like, "Purusha per solla matta, ana Tamilnadu solranga." So, you know, those kind of women, when you look at them, how privileged they are. They might be stuck in one rut where they feel that this is how the society it is and I'm not supposed to name my husband. Anna, I know for that matter, if the husband is going to get drunk and come home late night, she's the first person who's going to take one cut and whack the hell out of him. So that is the power of women. It's just that we decide what we want to accept, where we don't want to accept. And I think rather than competing, we always get into this very silly fight of competition, who has what and how much. And until unless we don't come out of that, competition is nice. It's good to compete with each other. But I think the first person you have to compete with is the person you see in the mirror. You look at yourself and compete with, this is what I did yesterday, how can I better myself today? And that is where the competition should start, rather than looking at your neighbor and saying, today I wore a sari which is worth 10,000 and she is wearing 15,000. Tomorrow how do I get that sari worth 15,000? I think that competition shouldn't be there. And I think for a woman, it's important that you realize yourself, your worth, what you are worth it, where you want to be, what you want to be, and how you want to be. Everything is intermingled, everything is together. जब तक आप डिसाइड नहीं करोगे, जब तक आप ये सोसाइटी को बदलने की कोशिश नहीं करोगे, जब तक आप अपने आप को बदलने की कोशिश नहीं करोगे, तब तक आप ना सोसाइटी को बदल पाओगे, ना उनकी सोच को बदल पाओगे, ना ही जो ये एक चक्रव्यूह की तरह हम उसी में पीसे जा रहे हैं। वो कह रही थी ना यशो चक्की फाइन एंड उसी चक्कर में पीस रहे हैं हम लोग, वही चक्की को पीसते रहेंगे। लेकिन जब तक इसके आगे नहीं निकलेंगे, एक बड़ी सोच हमारे में नहीं होगी, तब तक हम ना ही इस अपनी जिंदगी में, ना ही इस सोसाइटी में, ना ही अपने देश में कुछ बदलाव ला पाएंगे। आई थिंक ये एक इंसान की मेहनत नहीं होती है, एक कलेक्टिवनेस जो होता है, कलेक्टिवली हाउ वी कैन ब्रिंग अ चेंज इन द सोसाइटी। हम सब साथ मिलकर इस सोसाइटी में कैसे चेंज ला सकते हैं, ताकत कैसे, एक दूसरे की ताकत, अपनी ताकत तो है लेकिन एक दूसरे की ताकत कैसे बन सकते हैं। जब तक हम उस लाइन पे हम सोचने नहीं लगेंगे, तब तक हम बदलाव जो चाहते हैं हम इसी तरह से एक एसी रूम में खाना खा के बैठ के बातें करते रहेंगे, लेकिन बदलाव नहीं ला पाएंगे। When it comes to Rotarian, I must say that I was telling them that I generally don't attend Rotarian or any kind of these big events, is because they don't need me. They've already made name for themselves. They have people like you who have been very selflessly working to move forward and help the society. I rather be with someone unknown, where probably even people with the very, very low strata can gain something out of me and reach out. But there are times when you feel that, and especially when you see what they have done. I mean, no, I was telling my sister-in-law that, you know, the skin lab, it's so nice to see this kind of skin lab. Imagine when women who are acid attack women or people who have been involved in kind of a fire accident, they don't have to live with this scar all their lives. I mean, you have a place, you have something where skin grafting can be done and they can lead a very, very normal life and look beautiful once again. So I think we all need to come together and say that I'm going to make a difference to the society, I'm going to make a difference to the world, and this is where I am, this is where I start, and this is not the end. This is just the beginning, because we dream big, and we Indians really, really dream big, because today India is one of the most powerful countries of the world, and we must say that if we want to reach on a greater heights, we all have to come together, irrespective of what our political affiliations are or our decisions are. I think I might be BJP, somebody might be Congress, somebody might be communist. That doesn't make a difference. I think this India is a beautiful nation where people from all walks of life, of all colors, caste, creed, religion, they all come together, and whatever fight we may have, but when we have a terrorist attack, we forget everything and we say, I am an Indian and I will not tolerate terrorism because I stand together to keep my country united. I think that's where is the greatest quality in all of us, that when in time of crisis, we do not bring our personal opinions in between, but we take it forward. Politics चलती रहेगी यार, politics में कुछ ना कुछ करते रहेंगे, तभी तो बोलने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ बचेगा, चैनल्स चलेंगे, न्यूज़पेपर चलेगा, सबको अपने अपने काम मिलेंगे, यूट्यूबर्स को, इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को अपना अपना काम करना है, सभी को आगे बढ़ना है, तो ठीक है, कभी कभी पॉलिटिकल बातें हो जाती हैं, लेकिन trust me, politically does not mean that we are against each other. It also means that we stand together in times of crisis. And in times like these, on a platform like this, all I would like to say is urge everyone, stand united, because it's not for us, it's not for you, me, or people in this auditorium, in this room. I think it's more so for people of tomorrow, our children, who's going to be India is the youngest country, and the amount of first-time voters we have, I think we all need to stand together and united and say that I am going to bring the change, because I am the change, and this is what is going to make India the biggest and the strongest nation of the world. And I think my children and the next generation after that, I think we have to leave behind some legacy for them. And more than leaving money, I think the legacy is about unity, harmony, inclusiveness, equality, and passion to make this nation a better place for all of us to live in. Wonderful speaking to all of you. Thank you so much for this session and this thing so diligently and silently. Thank you.
We're building temples for her, but this दिल में एक जगह तो उसने बना लिया है. So big round of applause for Khusboo. May your fragrance and always चलते रहने दो, and men लोगों का pause चलते रहने दो. Okay, forever. I will not. Farida Bhabi. She is her elder brother's wife. Please welcome Farida Bhabi to our Rotary conference. Shruti, this rose is for Shruti. Farida Bhabi rose. Shruti ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ pause ಹೊತ್ತಿ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ. So beautiful, isn't Farida? So pretty. She's always there at the behest of Khusboo, taking care. Can I once do the honors?
Yes. One more.
Hospital and Heart Institute. And from there, we have Dr. Sahana, is it? Ma'am? Yeah. She will be just giving us a very brief introduction about exactly what one of the Rotary.
I was seeing so many people here. I am Dr. Shubha. I am a consultant dermatologist working in Indiana Hospital and Heart Institute. So today, the topic what I have chosen is skincare routine. As we all know, recently there is a trend. You open the social media, internet, you are bombarded with so many products and people are confused. So I have selected a very simple topic so that everybody will get an idea what products to choose based on your skin type. First of all, you should know why skincare is important. As we all know, skin is the largest organ in our body. So it is very important to take care of your skin like your any other organs. So to maintain, if you have a good skin, it acts as a protective shield against the pollution, the bacteria and environmental stresses. As we age, the skin goes through a lot of changes. There is a premature wrinkling, there is pigmentation. To slow down this process, skincare is very important, and it is very important to start at the right age. As we all know, skincare is like the most commonly searched topic on the internet after how to lose weight naturally in 10 days. So there are numerous self-proclaimed influencers who shows us so many skincare products based on their experience. But it is crucial to know which kind of products to use based on their skin type. So one of the major skin problems that we see day-to-day life is the damage done by using these products which the so-called influencers promote on their Instagram. Patients come with the side effects, and then we have to treat those conditions. And one more thing I would like to tell is the social media, they often try to convince that there is one single cream, a magic product, which gives instant result, which will give you instant fairness. No, there is no such product which gives you instant fix or you get instant fairness. Skincare requires a lot of patience and you have to do it for a long period of time. So as I told you why skincare is important, same thing what I have explained. Now everybody's skin type is different. What product suits me may not suit some other person. So first of all you should know your skin type. So there are 5 types of skin. One is normal skin. The normal skin will be clear, it will be very smooth, there will be no pigmentation and less imperfection. The second type is a dry skin. The dry skin will be dry, flaky and will be dull to look. Oily skin will be oily, greasy, and these people are more prone to acne. Combination skin, what happens is in combination skin, in some areas it will be dry, in some areas it will be oily. Your T-zone, especially your forehead, the nose, the chin will be oily and the cheeks will be dry. And then there is something called sensitive skin. In people with sensitive skin, you use any new products, they start developing a reaction. There will be itching, burning sensation. So what I've done is I've kept the skincare routine very simple. So there are so many, in the internet you see there are some 10 steps. I've not included all those. I've kept it very simple which everybody can follow it routine. So the 3 basic steps in skincare is cleansing, moisturizing and using sunscreen. The first step in any basic skincare routine is using cleansers. So what happens is by using cleansers, you're removing all the dirt, the dust, the oiliness in your skin, and after cleansing your face also looks healthy. So many of the environmental impurities as well as your makeup products, they don't go easily with your simple water or soap. So using a reliable cleanser is very helpful in removing these impurities. A decent cleanser should be gentle, should have hydrating properties, it should be easily removed with water, and it should not cause any reaction. And in case if you have an oily skin, it is better to use salicylic based cleanser. If you have a dry skin or pigmented skin, you can use glycolic acid based cleanser. the people with sensitive skin can use cleanser which is fragrance free and which is sulfate free. The next important step in skincare routine is moisturizer. So by moisturizing your skin, you are blocking the water content in your skin and it gives a healthy glow. So as a dermatologist, we tell the patients to apply moisturizer within 2 minutes of taking bath or on a damp skin. So when you are applying on the damp skin, the skin absorbs the moisturizer very rapidly and it gives a healthy glow. So various formulation of moisturizers are available in the market. If you have a gel-based moisturizer which tends to feel lighter on skin than a lotion. A cream will be thicker in consistency and it has got higher oil content. Then there is ointment which is thickest of all type of moisturizer. So if you have a normal skin and if you are experiencing seasonal dryness, otherwise normal skin, lotion is sufficient. As you age, the skin holds less moisture, and then in elderly people, we prefer cream-based moisturizer. If you have a dry skin, flaky, itchy skin, creams are going to add more moisture to skin and preserve more water. And for people with oily skin, they tend to have a shiny and greasy skin. So too much moisturizer can clog the pores and can lead to acne. For such patients, gel-based moisturizers are better. Next, coming to a very important topic, that is sunscreens. Sunscreen is an ultimate anti-aging tool. So many people underestimate the usage of sunscreen. If you don't apply sunscreen and if you are getting exposed to a sun for a long period of time, there are chances of premature aging, dullness, pigmentation and wrinkles on your skin. So if you are using sunscreen on a long term, you are delaying all this process. So there are different types of sunscreen available in the market. Okay. First, coming to what is the importance of sunscreen on the face. That's what, as I told you, it prevents premature aging, wrinkling, and pigmentation. How to use sunscreen? So, two-finger technique, as the picture describes. Two-finger technique can be used. If you have pigmented lips, you can use lip balm with SPF. And sunscreen has to be reapplied every 2 hours. Okay, now there are different type of sunscreens available in the market. Okay, so firstly there is physical sunscreen. The physical sunscreen, they contain 2 important chemicals, that is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. So physical sunscreen, what happens is it gives a whitish cast. So people don't usually prefer this physical sunscreen. The chemical sunscreen, they are very light. They contain chemicals like oxybenzones and avobenzones, and they don't give a whitish cast. So the difference between the physical sunscreen and chemical sunscreen is the physical sunscreen sits on the surface of the skin, whereas the chemical sunscreen, they get absorbed into the skin and it is not visible. So usually the patients, they prefer chemical sunscreen. Okay, next is choosing the right sunscreen for the face. As you know, the sunscreen market is flooded with so many products, and it has become a challenging to choose the right sunscreen for your face. So whenever you buy a sunscreen, look for terms like broad spectrum. So broad spectrum means it covers all type of sun rays, both UV rays as well as UVB rays. The UVB sun rays are responsible for your sunburn, whereas the UVA sun rays are responsible for your wrinkles and premature aging. And also look for the SPF level. If you are using sunscreen for a daily purpose, you can use sun protective factor of 30. If you are doing a work which needs longer time of sun exposure, you can use an SPF of 50 or more.
And Heart Institute, they have taken time to share this information with us. Dr. Shubha Lidwin, ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So I welcome past district governor HR Keshav sir.
ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Yes, we are, and I don't want you to take this issue so seriously because in the morning they have been just grinding things, not just the speakers, the MC, where is she? ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, MC total time is 45 minutes, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸ್ಗೂ 20 minutes, 15 minutes. MC will hog the limelight, but yes, you are doing a great job. Again, Sita or Geeta anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, that we will know by the end of the day who is the police and who is the thief. Okay. Very less men here. Even the I don't say so-called men, of course they are men. Okay. They will also run away. So when they run away, I have the choice. See, everything in this world cannot go by democracy. That means I can't be a woman. Akka I can become, but I can't become a woman. But just on the lighter vein I am telling, yes, what did you say about menopause? Okay, let me tell. In all women's problem, men will be blamed, men will be there. Whether it is menopause MEN or menses MEN or hysterectomy is his, gynecology is guy. Everywhere there is a man in every woman's problem. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. Okay. Somebody said, Yatra Naryeshu Pujyante Tatra Devata Ramanta. I say, with all due respect to our Veda Shastras, it's all bakwas. If that were to be true today, we wouldn't have had this convention. Do you think we would have had one? There was a slogan by a political party called Garibi Hatao. If Garibi was Hatao, why do you think that Garibi is still there in this country? If equality is achieved, this conference itself would have been irrelevant. What I am saying is women's equality is a journey and it's not a destination. Do you know the Scandinavian countries like Norway, Sweden, Finland, where women are supposed to be so empowered, but every year there will be at least a dozen strikes by women asking for more rights and equality. So happiness and being a woman or asking for the right is a matter of relative statement. It depends on one's frame of reference or the perception where we are. Somebody was talking about 26% Rotarian, 28% Rotarian. When in some states women outnumber men. And Khusboo rightly said that we are not talking about 50% reservation. We are still talking about 33% reservation. In men, amongst Rotarians, we don't call a grey-haired Rotarian a dwarf Rotarian or a fat Rotarian or an aged Rotarian or a young Rotarian or an experienced Rotarian. Why we don't call like that? Any idea? All are Rotarians. If all are Rotarians, why do we call lady Rotarian? The very fact that somebody is being referred as a lady Rotarian itself is a discrimination that we are talking. And this organization talks about DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion. ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆ, ಸಮಾನತೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಹಭಾಗಿತ್ವತನ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. 1989ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿವರೆಗೆ women were not even allowed into this organization, and today this organization claims to champion the rights of the woman. But let me tell you, men are good. We know and we learn from our mistakes, and that's how women were inducted into Rotary, and men have realized that women can outperform men. We have seen, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಸರ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಈಗ ನಾಟಕ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. See, this has gone into your DNA, that ಹೆಂಗಸರ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಮೊಣಕಾಲ್ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಅಂತ. Why do you say that and why do you accept that? This has gone to your jugular vein, that you may be inferior by the physical strength as a weaker sex, but in terms of your intellectual abilities, you are second to none. If this is the way, why can't you achieve something? ಕೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಗುರು ಅಂತ? ಕೇಳಿದಿರೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವೇ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ. Okay. Let me talk because men, this is research, not perception. Men tend to behave in a very sane, decent, civilized manner in the company of women. When only male members are there in Rotary Club, be it Rotary Club or any other club, their behavior, their language, their tone and tenor of talk, their objectifying a woman will be there. Imagine if there is some women in the group, they tend to tone down, they tend to mellow down, they tend to behave. We are all trying to project what we are not. ನಮ್ಮದು ತುಂಬ ನಾಟಕ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಾಟಕ ಇದೆ. What we are is different, what we try to show to others is different. ತುಂಬ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ವೈಫನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಹೊಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೋಳಾರನ್ನು ಇಮಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನೋ, ರವಿ ಭಟ್ಲನ್ನು ಇಮಿಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟೇ ಮುಟ್ಟದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಯಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ a tightrope walk that I am treading. Hope I have balanced the thing. Okay. Jokes apart, no day, no age is, old enough for you to improve upon something. Have you heard of a name by name? N. Ambika anta kelidira yaradra hesaru? N. Ambika anta. ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮುಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂಬಿಕಾ 14 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆದವಳು. ದಿಂಡಿಗಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡಲ್ಲಿ, ಶೀ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಂಡಿಗಲ್. 14 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆಯಿತು. 18 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಯ್ತು ಆಕೆಗೆ. 18 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಯಿತು. ಗಂಡ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ರಿಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಡೇ ಪೆರೇಡ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಗಂಡ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಶಿ ವೆಂಟ್ ಊಟ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಪೆರೇಡ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಸರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಗಂಡ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನೇನೋ ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೇವತೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಹೆಣ್ಣಿಗೂ ತನ್ನ ಗಂಡನ್ನ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ತನ್ನ ಗಂಡನಿಗೆ ಅವಮಾನ ಆಗೋದನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಪೆರೇಡ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಆಕೆ ಗಂಡ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪೆರೇಡ್. She saw, she came back and she was just, ಒಂಥರ ಭ್ರಮ ನಿರಸನಗೊಂಡಿದ್ಲು. ಏನಿದು ಈ ಥರ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಕತೆ ಅಂತ. ಗಂಡನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ಲು, ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ? ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಸುಪೀರಿಯರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸು, ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಅವರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು? ಅವರು IPS ಆಫೀಸರ್. ನಾನು IPS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂಬಿಕಾ ಸೆಟ್. ಗಂಡನಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಇವಳಿಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ನಿನ್ಗೆ SSLCನೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು IPS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ SSLC ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂತ. ಅಂಬಿಕಾ ಡಿಡ್ ಹರ್ SSLC external, PUC external. She completed her graduation and husband thought that ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿದೋಯ್ತು, ಅವಳದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿದೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಶಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹರ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್, ಈಗ ನಾನು IPSಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಚೆನ್ನೈ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಫಾರ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್. ದಿಂಡಿಗಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಚೆನ್ನೈಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಮಾ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ನೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ದಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಐ ಸೆಡ್, if there is a woman behind us, every successful man, there can be a man behind a successful woman also. And this is something that you need. If there are more behind an unsuccessful man, Andre, you know, if there are more number of women behind an unsuccessful man, it can be something different. Okay, coming back to the story of Ambika, she went to Chennai, she got the coaching, she failed in the prelims first time, she failed in the prelims second time, she failed in the prelims third time. Husband said, I have been the father and mother both to the two kids. One is Priyanka and one other son is Aliwala or something. Okay. I have looked after, as a father I have looked after both the kids. Now it's high time that I have given you enough of long rope. Come back. You can become a teacher or you can become something else. She fell to the feet of her husband and pleaded that idondu chance kotbidu nanu ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. He said, okay, idu agogli ಅಂತ. She completed fourth time, she completed her prelims, she completed her next mains, she got the interview, she got selected. I think she is now currently DCP North Mumbai. That is the story of Ambika. Most of you would have heard Ravi D. Chennannanavar anta namma police officer kelidare. I have heard from him personally this story, and the same if you check Google, it is there in WhatsApp, it is there in other things, it is there. What I am saying is, out of nothing, a woman with grit, determination, tenacity and the perseverance, you can achieve something very big. Women are generally tend to be more decent, more well behaved. Khusboo broached upon that subject. In Mysore-nalli, Kutralli tank-nalli, I could see men relieving in all corners after their walking. We went to the Vice Chancellor. If I remember, Hegde was the Vice Chancellor then, and we told him, Allellanu, they will be relieving themselves, you need to do something. You know what? I don't want to take the name. We were told, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಮೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಡಯಾಬಿಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನ್ ಎನ್ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. I was so agitated, I said, sir, do you think only men are diabetic in this world? You don't see women doing the same thing. We have seen the most underdeveloped nations in the sub-Saharan Africa where women don't do this. So that is by nature, women are tend to be, more decent and more this thing. Women in Rotary, women are Rotary to a great extent, except for a few Raja Lakshmis and Elizabeth Cherians. They are confined to convocations, they are confined to bring the bouquets, they are confined to bring the roses. This is the way that we treat our women members in Rotary. God save the district and Rotary world. People have been talking the rosier part of the thing. Men are men are men. They just can't stand women from growing beyond their destiny. I saw only one person who is my close friend who allowed his subordinate to become his own boss in Cummins. His name is Gururaj. ಅವನಿಗೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಬಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಈವನ್ ನಾವು. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಇದು ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ಏನಂದರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟನ್ನೇ ಬಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಆದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮೀ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ somebody running a remote controlled government. This is how we empower the women. This is not the way. Somebody became a director at some cooperative this thing. Yake andre lady reservation. Beyond lady reservation, how many ladies have become this thing? There have been so many corporators in Mysore, Mangalore, everywhere. Why? Sir, adu it was a general ward. ಈಗ ಲೇಡಿ ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬಂತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರ ವೈಫನ್ನು ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. If this is the way we empower our this thing, things will not work. You need to be motivated. Some story can be, a same story can be a motivating story to some and a demotivating story to others. I have said this example in many places. You would have heard about Shiv Khera, the famous management consultant. There is a poster of Shiv Khera where hundreds and hundreds of fishes would be coming in from one direction and only one fish from the opposite direction, with a caption that successful people, they don't do different things and do things. ಅದನ್ನ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಊರಿಗೆ ಒಂದಾರಿ ಎಡವಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದಾರಿ. It sees how you really receive the kind of messages which are being put there. You should turn. If something is a demotivating thing, you should use that as the motivating thing to do that. My wife, wife ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಅಪರಾಧ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. She was doing her M.Tech. She had to study and she had to be away late nights. So ಟೀ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಳು, ಎಚ್ಚರ ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಎಚ್ಚರ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಟೀ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಳು, ಜೊತೆನಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೂ ಒಂದು ಟೀ ಕೊಡೋಳು. ನಾನು ಟೀ ಕುಡಿದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಶಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯೂ ಡೇಸ್ ಇದು ಹೇಗಾಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ, ನಾನು ಮಲ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನನಗೆ ಟೀ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೀ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೇಕ್ somebody keep awake and somebody can make you sleep? See, motivations cannot be only positive. It is the way you perceive. If there is something that it's the innate strength in the women that you should come out. You can't expect men to be helping you to do things. If it is your right, you have to demand it. You have to go out and reach your goal. If you just creeping about inequality or demanding equality from men, it's like our political parties. Men give assurances, ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಭಾಷಣಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಗಿತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಬೆಟರ್ ದಟ್ you continue to do this the way that the people have achieved things ಅಂತ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇದುವರೆಗೆ? ಯಶೋಮತಿ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಪೂರಾ ಪೈಸಾ ವಸೂಲ ಹಿತವಾಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಸಂಹಿತಾನ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಹಿತಾನ? ಸಂಹಿತ SOMEನ? I wish each one of you all the best. From here, you would go back to your homes from this AC hall of Ocean Pearl. PVS, idu? Okay. Ocean Pearl. Okay. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, you think that you have some gyan or aura around you. You see the same world, same husband, same work experience, same this thing. It is for you to be something different, to ensure that your world or your life becomes better in the coming days. I wish each one of you all the best. Thank you.
2025 ಜನವರಿ 13ರಿಂದ 19ರವರೆಗೆ ನವದೆಹಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ಪ್ರಥಮ ವಿಶ್ವಕಪ್ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಖೋ ಪಂದ್ಯಾವಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೆಂಡರ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಿಸಿ ಭಾರತ ತಂಡದ ವಿಜಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಪಾತ್ರ ವಹಿಸಿ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವಕಪ್ ಗೆದ್ದು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಕೀರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿರುವುದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಗೂಡಿದ ಸಾಧನೆ. ಈ ವಿಶೇಷ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸಿ ರೋಟರಿ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ 3181ರ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಗೌರವಗಳು ದೊರೆಯಲಿ ಎಂಬ ಹಾರೈಕೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. With best compliments from the District Governor and Secretariat of RI District 3181 2024-25, Samhitha, Women in Rotary.
She's going to remember this, so let even the claps resound and be a great memory for her. What an achievement. I'm sure everybody in our childhood days have played Coco. ಬರ್ತೀರಂತ ನಾನು ಕರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವರು ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ್ರು, ನೀವು ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಂತ.
Okay, done. Yes. One more.
We have rejected that 5 lakh rupees only because other people or other players, they got much more than money what she has got. And that is what this girl, and you need to give her a big round of applause, and she has achieved lots about this thing. With that, because I'm going to a Rotary program now, and I especially thank Shruti and Yash madam for organizing this event. Because I knew it, because when she asked me about the agenda and everything, I told whatever you want, you do it. And that is what the confidence I had with them. And they really proved this event has become one of the successful one. Please give them big round of applause. And on behalf of district, I am going to give a financial support, as I promised in the coming days. And during award ceremony, I am going to felicitate Loretta and both of you during this event. So thank you very much, and please allow me to, please permit me to attend a Rotary conference which is going to happen at Avatar at 3:45.
Shimoga and Srimati Geeta. She had a primary and secondary education at Shimoga, did her MBBS at KMC Hubli, MD in pathology at KMC Mangalore, securing general merit seat in both, and topped her PG exams to secure her master degree. Professional career. She is a consultant pathologist at her own Manorama Diagnostic Center, Sirsi. Started first ever blood storage center. Listen to me, ladies. This is something, a great profile and something really great done by this lady, something really great done by her. She started the first ever blood storage center. You know how important it is. In 2004 at Sirsi, and took a lead role as a blood bank officer to establish. She's pledged her certificate to do this. Who does that? So that government has got that faith and really allows her to build this. This is real greatness. And blood bank officer to establish the first full-fledged blood bank in Uttara Kannada district. PG hospitals, IMA Lifeline Blood Bank with component separation unit. In 2010, under PPP model, conferred with state award Karnataka's best blood bank officer. Award in 2012 for promoting voluntary blood donation, and herself remains a voluntary blood donor, donating 17 times till date. Served COVID patients in ICU as a frontline corona warrior, and rendered services to them in her own COVID setup at Mahalakshmi Memorial Hospital. She undertook blood donation drive before COVID vaccination in social media that went viral. Cultural sphere, done her junior and senior exams in Carnatic and junior in Hindustani. Classical music. Given concerts in both the styles, and her songs were aired on Chandana TV. At 14 years, she was the vice president of Akhila Karnataka Makkala Sammelana at Shimoga, acted in TV serials, AIDS documentary, and acted in lead roles in plays like Chura Charana Dasa, Ringanata, Mudukana Maduve, and won appreciation for the role of Yashodhare in Masti Venkatesh Iyengar's play Yashodhara, which was staged in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Bangalore during annual Masti Award ceremony, which she bagged national #1 for documentary. Legal aid in India, to which Dr. Suman had given voice-over. Social sphere, she is a member of IMA, Rotary, and Inner Wheel clubs of Sirsi. Dr. Suman was the secretary of IMA during 23-24. Received the Best Medium Large Branch Award at state level. Rotary Club of Sirsi, she is currently serving as the president and also first lady president of a large 64-year-old Rotary Club of Sirsi, having 118 members. So she has also conducted fundraisers, conducted first time in a district, that was Yuva Krida Mahotsav for the Interact, and she is the first time has an Interact club in a school for the deaf and dumb children. That's really great of you, ma'am. First time in history of 3170 celebrated CNDC in a unique way, involving families of 64 past secretaries and presidents of RCCC. She has undertaken national tour of Bhutan, Mahakumbh, conducted joint Rotary meeting at Bhutan with RC Thimphu, for the first time conducted a kite carnival in Sirsi, chartered a Rotary club, received Best Performing Large Club, Best Large Club awards, given talk in Rotary districts, and she has been the editor of Rotary Voice, TCC for blood banking, multiple Paul Harris Fellow, was recognized as Award of Appreciation for Community Service. She is an avid trekker, and she is a state level trophies in IMA shuttle badminton, yoga, and she's performed 108 Surya Namaskars many times. She's in a trekking, she's in Kotachadri, Himalayan ranges. Happily married, that's the best part. Happily married to Dr. Dinesh Hegde, past Assistant Governor, a pediatrician by profession, Director of Multi-Speciality Hospital Mahalakshmi. She has got ek ke saath do free. Eldest daughter Sparsha, and then she had 2 twins. So they are Raksha and Daksha, who came out with flying colors in 2nd PU in 2025. Both secured 6th rank in state boards. Dr. Raksha stood 12th in India in JEE mains. B.Arc. Son Daksha bagged 8th rank in CET. अब मेरा गला दुख रहा है और क्या बोलूं मैडम, ये तो ना 2 दिन का प्रोग्राम होना चाहिए. Anyway, please put your hands together for Suman.
ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಇಡೀ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಶೋಮತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಿದ್ದೆನೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯೆಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇಸ್, ಇನ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಡೇಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೇಶವ್ ಸರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆ 3 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 8:30ಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಈಗ 4 ಗಂಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಳಫಳ ಅಂತ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರೋ ಮುಖಗಳು ಈಗ ಬಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಯಶೋಮತಿ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾನು? ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನೆನಪಾಯ್ತು. ನಾನು ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಂಟ್ರ್ ಆದ್ವಿ. ವಿ ವರ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. ಆವಾಗ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲಿ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸರ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೂವಿನ ದಂಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ಯಾರು ದಾರವನ್ನು ತಲೆಗೆ ಏರ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಮುಡಿಗೆ ಏನು ಏರ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಹೂವನ್ನು ಏರ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ದಾರ, ಈ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೂವು ರೋಟ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಉಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಸೂತ್ರಮಾಲಾ ಪ್ರಸಂಗೇನ ಪುಷ್ಪಮಾಲಾ ಪ್ರಸಂಗೇನ ಸೂತ್ರಂ ಶಿರಸಿ ಧಾರ್ಯತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನೊಂದು ದಾರ ಆಗಿ ಹೂವಿನಂತಿರುವ ಒಂದು ರೋಟರಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಹವಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನಿವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಈ ಅವಕಾಶ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಖಂಡಿತ ಸಿಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ the organizers of this event, the Rotary Club of Loreto, Bantwal, and the district, RI District 3181. This is really an absolute privilege. ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೇ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ, ನನ್ನೆದೆಯ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಎಂದೆಂದು ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ ಈ ಸುದಿನ, ಸಂತೋಷದ ಈ ಶುಭ ಮಿಲನ. ಹೋ ಹೋ ಹೋ, ಎಂದೆಂದು ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ ಈ ಸುದಿನ, ಸಂತೋಷದ ಈ ಶುಭ ಮಿಲನ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೇ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ, ನನ್ನೆದೆಯ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಇಷ್ಟ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಗರಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಮೈಸೂರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಂಗಳೂರು. ನನ್ನ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ನೋಡಿ, ವಾಯನಾಡಿ ಕರೆದಿದ್ರು, ಅದು 3181 ಮೈಸೂರಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ 3181 ಸೇಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್, ಪಟಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಐ ಡಿಡ್ ಮೈ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಐ ಡಿಡ್ ಮೈ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಜ್ಯುಯೇಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಈಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ 27 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. 1999 ನಾನು PG ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ there was only one MD seat in the state. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ CET-ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸೀಟು MDಗೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಚೂಸ್. ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿ ಇನ್ KMC ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್, ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಅ ಸೀಟ್ ಇನ್ KMC ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದೆ. ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಫಾರ್ another 3 years, ನಾಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ನಮಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಸ್ಟೈಪೆಂಡ್ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ದೆನ್. ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನ. ಹೇಗೆ ನೀವು ಗಂಡನ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೇಗೆ ತಂದೆಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನನ್ನ ಖರ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹಣ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ? 24 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ದೆನ್ Dean of Maha University. He was Associate Dean. Sir, Satish sir, ಏನು ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗದ್ದಲ ಮಾಡೋದು? ನಿಮ್ಮೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳೋದಿದೆ, ಆವಾಗ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಘುವೀರ್ ಅಂತ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಭಾಧಿಕಾರಿ ಅವ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾ, ಸೊ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಘುವೀರ್, CV ರಘುವೀರ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಡೀನ್. ಸೊ ಅವರು ನಮಗೇನು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನೀವು ಟ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಆಗಿ MBBS ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಮಹೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಟೈಪೆಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೋರ್ಟ್, ಆ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಗೆದ್ದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 3 ವರ್ಷದ ಸ್ಟೈಪೆಂಡ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಆ ನಂತರ ಇದು ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ವಿ ರೆಡಿಲಿ ಅಗ್ರೀಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 3 years I served as tutor ಫಾರ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅಬ್ಬಾ, ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ 3 ವರ್ಷದ ನಂತರ ವಿ ವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೋರ್ಟ್, ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆದ್ದು 3 ವರ್ಷದ ಸ್ಟೈಪೆಂಡ್ ಒಮ್ಮೆಗೆ ಬಂತು. ದೆನ್ ಐ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ money, I started my own Manorama Diagnostic Center in a small town called Sirsi. So I'm ever grateful to my alma mater. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಷಯವಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ KMC ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಬಹಳ ಇಷ್ಟ. KMC ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಪನಕಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೆಸರು? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಇದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ವೆನ್ಲಾಕಿಗೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು, ಅತ್ತವರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಥಿಯೇಟ್ರ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ದಿನ ನೋಡೋದು ಯಾವ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂತ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಂತು, ಸುದೀಪ್ ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂವಿ ಆಫ್ ಸುದೀಪ್, ಕಿಚ್ಚ ಸುದೀಪ್. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಭಾಳ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಹೋದ್ವಿ. ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಏನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಕ್ವಾಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಆದರೆ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸೂಪರ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಹೆಸರು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಸ್ಪರ್ಶ. ನಾನು ಅವತ್ತೇ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, ನನಗೊಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಗು ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು ಸ್ಪರ್ಶ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯಶೋಮತಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಬಯೋಡೇಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ, ನನ್ನ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳು, ಅವಳಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಪರ್ಶ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ನಾನು ಅವಳನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಕರೆಯುವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ಹರ್ MBBS ನೌ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ 3rd year. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ಮುಗಿಯೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಖುಷಿ ನನಗೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ ವಿಷಯ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂಥದ್ದೇ, ಇನ್ನು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸತ್ಯ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಹಿಳೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿತಾಳೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅವಳೇ ತಾಯಿ, ಅಮ್ಮ. ನಾವು ಮಗುವಾಗಿ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಜೋಪಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಹಿಳೆ, ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಣು, ಅವಳೇ ಅಕ್ಕ. ದೊಡ್ಡವಳಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ಈ ರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರುವಂಥವಳು ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳೇ, ಅವಳು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕಿ. ನಂತರ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬನನ್ನ ನಂಬಿಕೊಂಡು ತನ್ನ ಇಡೀ ಸರ್ವಸ್ವವನ್ನು, ತಂದೆ, ತಾಯಿ, ಕುಟುಂಬ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ನಂಬಿಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾಳೆ. ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಮೋಷನಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗಂಡನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲನೂ ನಮ್ಮವರು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಅವ್ರ ಕುಟುಂಬದವ್ರನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮವರು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ತುಂಬವಳು ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬಳು ಮಹಿಳೆಯೇ. ಅವಳು ಯಾರು? ಹೆಂಡತಿ. ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೊಂದುಕೊಂಡು ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಹಾಕಿ ಅಳೋಳು ಯಾರು? ಮಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಸತ್ತಾಗ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಡುವಳು ಕೂಡ ಮಹಿಳೆಯೇ, ಭೂಮಿ ತಾಯಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಆದಿ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಶಿವಶಂಕರಿ ಶಿವಾನಂದನ ಹರಿ ಶಿವಶಂಕರಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಭಕ್ತಿಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಚಿ ಉದಯಶಂಕರ್ ಅವರು ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡಿನ ವೀರರಮಣಿಯ ಗಂಡು ಭೂಮಿಯ ವೀರನಾರಿಯ ಚರಿತೆಯ ನಾನು ಹಾಡುವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ವೀರವನಿತೆ ವನಕೆ ಓಬವ್ವ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಉದಯಶಂಕರ್ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣುವ ದೇವರು ಎಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮನು ತಾನೇ, ಅಮ್ಮ 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 ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಂಸಲೇಖ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಕರುನಾಡ ತಾಯಿ ಸದಾ ಚಿನ್ಮಯಿ, ಈ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಭೂಮಿ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇವಾಲಯ, ಪ್ರೇಮಾಲಯ ಈ ದೇವಾಲಯ, ಕರುನಾಡ ತಾಯಿ ಸದಾ ಚಿನ್ಮಯಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಅವಳ ವಿನಯತೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸಂವಹನ ಕಲೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಸೇವಾ ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ, ಧೈರ್ಯ, ದೃಢತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನು ಮೇಳೈಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಂಥವಳು ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಹಿಳೆ. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಅವಳು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕಳೆದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಇದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಗುಣಗಳಿರುವಾಗ why there should be something called empowering women ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಣಗಳು ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದ್ಗುಣಗಳು ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, ಅದಷ್ಟು ಇದ್ದಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕಳೆದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತವಾಗಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಆ ಜಾಗೃತವಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ಸ್ ಯು. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ನಾನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಬೆಳೆದದ್ದು ಓದಿದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಹಾನಗರಗಳಲ್ಲೇ. ಆದರೆ ಮದುವೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಊರು ಶಿರ್ಸಿ. ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಸರ್ಜನ್, ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಇತ್ತು. ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದು KMC ಹುಬ್ಳಿ, KMC ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ನಮಗೆ ರಕ್ತದ ಕೊರತೆನೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸರ್ಜರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುವವರು, ಎಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಸರಾಗವಾಗಿ ರಕ್ತ ಸಿಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಸಿರ್ಸಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಜುಯೇಷನ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಕ್ತವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, ರಕ್ತ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ? ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆ ಡೆಲಿವರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ವಿನ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಶಿಶುಗಳು ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತಾಯಿ ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಬ್ಲಡ್. PPH ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಮದರ್ ಡೈಡ್. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ತಾಕ್ತು. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು MD ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಐ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ MD ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಉತ್ತರ ಕನ್ನಡ. ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ರಕ್ತದ ಕೊರತೆಯಿಂದ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಲೈಫ್ಸ್, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತು. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ರೆಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್. ಲೇಟರ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅ ಟೈ ಅಪ್, PPP ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಐ ಪ್ಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಮೈ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಚ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 10 yearsಯಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಎವ್ರಿ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಡೈಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಹಿಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ರಕ್ತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಸಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೀಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಹಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 10 years they used to hit the headline in newspapers. I pledged my certificate. We got license within 4 months. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ 10 years ಯಾಕೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪೆಥಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. And you all know that to have a blood bank, because Mangalore has several, you need a pathologist to run. Then I pledged my certificate. Believe me, right from scratch, ಏನೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಂತಿದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ ಜನರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರಕ್ತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 25 years ago, 2000-2001 ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್. ಆಗ we started, and till today I am not drawing any salary. I am giving my service to the blood bank. This is really gratifying. ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆನಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಥಮ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕನ್ನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ? ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಜಾಗೃತಗೊಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಅರುಣಿಮಾ ಸಿನ್ಹಾ ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಅರುಣಿಮಾ ಸಿನ್ಹಾ ಅವರು, ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಅನ್ ಏಸ್ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ವಾಲಿಬಾಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಟ್ರೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಸಮ್ ರಾಬರ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡು, ದೇ pushed her from the moving train. She sustained injury, lost her leg. ಅದು ಅವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. She approached Bachendri Park. Then she scaled the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. She becomes the first lady amputee to scale Mount Everest. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂತು ಅದು? ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂತು? ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳುವ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ನನಗೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು we are all here. Why? We are all here in Rotary. Women in Rotary ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ I felt like we need to know something about our leaders. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಯಿಂದ ಇವ್ರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾರು ಇರಬಹುದು? ಸತೀಶ್ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಹರೀಶ್ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೋಯಿಶ್ರೀ
Sylvia.
Yes, good round of applause. Very nice. ನಾನು ಹರೀಶ್ ಸರ್ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಮೇಡಮ್, ರಿಯಲಿ. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟುಡೇ. 1978 ಅಲ್ಲೇನೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕತೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಐ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಜೆನಿಫರ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದರು? ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ರೋಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರು? ಹರೀಶ್ ಸರ್ಗೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ಹರೀಶ್ ಸರ್. ಇವರು ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ವಿಮೆನ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಲೆವೆಂಟ್. He was the one who gives the theory of transformative leadership. So, he studied human behavior and the leadership. So, this we all have been hearing since morning. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರುವಾಗಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜರ್ನಿ? ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ 1950 ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್ ಸೆಡ್, ಈವನ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ರಾಯ್ ಸರ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಾಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್. It all started with a club in India. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ, ಮೇಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಗಂಡಸರು ಪುರುಷ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ 87, after 37 long years, we finally got entry to the Rotary Club. So is it important? Is it important to empower women? Madam Rajini madam? Yes? Why do you feel so?
Actually, no. We should empower. We don't need to be empowered.
ಜೀವನ ಒಂದು ರಥ ಇದ್ದಂತೆ. ರಥಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಚಕ್ರಗಳು. ಒಂದು ಚಕ್ರ ಪುರುಷ ಆದರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಚಕ್ರ ಮಹಿಳೆ. ಇಬ್ಬರು ಎರಡು ಚಕ್ರಗಳು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೋದ್ರಷ್ಟೇ ರಥ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಈಗಂತೂ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್. ಈವನ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆನಿ ವೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ source who can change the society, empowerment is very important. ಈಗ next question, what women leaders bring? What women leaders bring? Madam, yes madam. What women leaders bring? Mentorship. Positivity. Yes. Shruti madam. More women. Yes. More strength. Satish sir. Energy and paisa. Wow. Glamour. Right. Very nice. Sir, Keshav sir. Innovation and sensitivity. Right. Okay. Saraswati madam. Full energy. 100% attendance. ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಬ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 115 ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಬರೀ 6 ಜನ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು. ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಒಬ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಈ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ರೋಟರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗೋದು, ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಆಗ್ತದ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ. ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು, ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು, ಗಂಡಸರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕ್ಲಬ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫುಲ್ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್, ಫುಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೋಟರಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಂಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು, ವಿಮೆನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಮೇಝಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಫೈ, ಇನ್ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ದೆನ್ ಈಗ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್, ಈಗ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ವಿಮೆನ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಾಸಿ ಬಾಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಾಸಿ. She is a soft power with steel inside, just like gulab jamun with hardcore. ಅಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಗುಲಾಬ್ ಜಾಮೂನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಗಟ್ಟಿ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಅಂತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಈಗ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ so many things we bring, no? But on a lighter note, what we bring to the organization while coming to our club, we get our bags. ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಯಶೋವತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಿನ್ನೆದು? ಇವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಗಲ್ಲಿ ರೂಮ್ ತುಂಬ ಬರೀ ಅದೇ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ರೂಮಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಫುಲ್ ಆಫೀಸೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಶಿ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಲೈಟರ್ ನೋಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೇ, ಡೆಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಡೆಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಮೆಟ್, ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಟೀ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ವಿಚಾರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂತ. ಏನೋ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಬಂದೇ ಹೋದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಲ್ಲ. A to Z ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋರ ಆಚಾರ ವಿಚಾರ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆತಿಥ್ಯ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶಿ ಬಿ ಪಂಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? isn't it so? So she produces, organizes and makes sure everyone got snacks. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಊಟ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು 16 minutes left, 10 minutes left ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಶೋರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆದರ ಆತಿಥ್ಯದಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನಿಂದ ಹಿಡಿದು ಶಿಸ್ತು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಅವಳು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ವೆನ್ ಶಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲೀಡರ್. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ವಿಲ್ ಶಿ ನಾಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪರೆಂಟ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್? ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ the things that she brings to Rotary and any other organization, you can say. Because she is less corrupt. Don't you say so? Alva, Rajini madam, is she not? Less corrupt, more sincere, honest. Alva? ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ತರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಥ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತ? ಯಶೋಮತಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಅಥವಾ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಅಥವಾ ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಸರ್ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಸಿವ್, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಕಿರಿಯರು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಬೇರೆ ಸಮುದಾಯದವರು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಪುರುಷರಿರ್ಬಹುದು, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿರ್ಬಹುದು, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಅವಳು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ these are the things that a woman brings to an organization. And current status you all know. I need not have to tell about that. Barriers. Barriers ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನ್ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಬಯಾಸ್. ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಟೈಪ್? ಹಾಂ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗಿದು ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಅಡುಗೆ ಮನೇಲಿರೋಕ್ಕಷ್ಟೇ ಲಾಯ್ಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನನಗೊಬ್ಬರು ನೆನಪಾಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೂ ಬ್ರೋಕ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೀರಿಯೋಟೈಪ್ and tells gender shouldn't become a matter to limit yourself. Aake yaar gotta? I'll just give you some brief introduction. You should identify that person. Okay. She was born in Amritsar. She was an ace lawn tennis player. She wins She wins Asian Championship in lawn tennis. And just at the age of 23, she becomes the first IPS officer. Yes, right, Kiran Bedi. She is popularly called by some name. Can anybody tell me? Yes. Avaru, hey sir, ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. I'll tell you now. ಆಗ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅವರ ಆಫೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಅಂಬಾಸಿಡರ್ ಕಾರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ನೋ ಪಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಝೋನ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅವಳು ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ರೇನಿಂದ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾಳೆ. ಲಾ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೆನ್ ಕಿರಣ್ ಬೇಡಿ ವಾಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ರೇನ್ ಬೇಡಿ. ಸರ್ ನೀವಲ್ವಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು? ಸೊ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿಹಾರ್ ಜೈಲ್, ನಟೋರಿಯಸ್ ಜೈಲ್ ಅದು. ಆ ಜೈಲಲ್ಲಿ you'll get all ಅಂದರೆ notorious prisoners. ಅಂಥವ್ರನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ತರೋದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್, 1970s, 1980s. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇವನ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಆವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಶಿ ಲುಕ್ಸ್, ಸಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಅಂಥ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಾಂತಿಯನ್ನು ತರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಂತರ ಶಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟಿನೆಂಟ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪುದುಚೇರಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಟಿ ಕರಪ್ಷನ್ ಬ್ಯೂರೋ ಕೂಡ ಸೇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ನಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಾಗೋರು, ಯಾಕೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಮರಿಸಬೇಕು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ? ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಲೇಡಿ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಭವನದ ತನಕ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿ ಭವನದವರೆಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅವಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಅಂದರೆ ವೈ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್, ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಹಲೋ, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹಾಯ್, ಅವಳು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಶಿ ಲೂಸಸ್ ಹರ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್. ಮತ್ತು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ, ವಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೂ ಸಮೇತ ಇಷ್ಟು ತನಕ ಅವರು ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್? ಶ್ಯೂರ್. ವೇರ್ ಆರ್ ದೇ ಮೇಡ್? ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಆರ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಆರ್ ಮೇಡ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು, ನಾನ್ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ನಾನ್ ರೊಟೇರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಫ್ಯೂ. ಓಕೆ. So, if they are made, where they are made? In platforms like Rotary and in a wheel. Alva? Because leadership is a set of skills that can be learned. And through RLA, sir, through RLA, spells, cells. So, ಏನೇನು qualities ಇದೆ? What are the essentials of leadership? ಅದಷ್ಟನ್ನು where do we get? We get in Rotary. Proud to say that what I was a year ago, that seems even ಈಗಿಲ್ಲ. I'm a changed version because of Rotary. So many things we get to learn. ಇರಬಹುದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಬಾರ್ನ್, ಹೌದು, ಆದರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್. ಸೀಸನ್ಡ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಲಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ವೇ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಈ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಏನೇನಿದೆ, all I have enumerated, I need not have to go one after the other. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ನ ಧಾರೆ ಎರೆದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಜರ್ನಿ ನಾವು ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್, our lives gets transformed. So we see the sea change in ourselves. I may not have to tell in detail about all this, it becomes boring. So leadership really transforms everyone. And sir ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಪಕ್ವಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, ಎತ್ರ ನಾರ್ಯಸ್ತು ಪೂಜ್ಯಂತೆ ರಮಂತೆ ತತ್ರ ದೇವತಾಹ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪಕ್ವಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಯತ್ರೈತಾಸ್ತು ನ ಪೂಜ್ಯಂತೆ ಸರ್ವಾಸ್ತತ್ರ ಫಲಾಹ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಹ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದ್ರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಆಲ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಹೌ ನೋಬಲ್ ದೇ ಮೇ ಬಿ ರಿಮೇನ್ ಅನ್ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಎವಿಟಬಲ್. ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿಮೆನ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಎವಿಟಬಲ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಮತ್ತು ಖುಷ್ಬು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಕಲಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಗಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕಲಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗಂಡು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಹೆಣ್ಣುಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅವನನ್ನು ಹುಡುಗಿನೇ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಅವರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಬೇಕು, ಅವರ ನೋವಿಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರ ಕಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿಯಷ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೆ, ನೀನು ಸರಿ ಕಲಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಅಪ್ಪನೇನು ತಪ್ಪೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆದರೆ ಪುರುಷರು ಮತ್ತು ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು, ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಇಬ್ಬರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಗಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಬರೀ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಲೈಕ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಮೀ ಅ ಚಾನ್ಸ್, 3181 has given me a chance. Sir, Keshav sir was the installing officer of our team. He came all the way from Mysore to Sirsi to install me as the president. Avattu avaru namma clubige bandru. He gave me a chance in Vaina and I got another chance here. So ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನು ಎನ್ಯುಮರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪುರುಷರು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡಬೇಕು, ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಿಯಲಿ, ಸೊ ರಿಯಲಿ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಯು ಆಲ್ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ವುಡಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್. So this already all have कामयाब एक दिन होगी मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. So thank you very much. So you padaya bandu corporates and say we are doing good job, please help fund us. And this is something that was left in me, ingrained in me, that I never hesitated asking. It was equivalent to begging also, sort of, you know. That time they had to trust us, believe, oh, these people are also so young of age and know how to really come and say, we'll do this, that. Now in Rotary also we do the same thing. And Shruti experienced this for the first time. She said, howda? Angadi hogi baruda? Yen enistare avaru? I said, come. Come. And we went with a small profile, told everybody, excuse me. Really just believe what we said. I said, we both have a dream. There are a lot of women around in the society, but capable ones who don't know where to do and do what. So we're just waiting to get them, not promote or harp about Rotary, but this is all that you can do, or at least be the messengers. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ರೋಟರಿದು ಒಂದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. Not to bore you all to core at all about it. In the meantime, as I told you, Ravi Vardhamani was a role practice, right?
Yeah, he's got a Rotary background. And then he found his lady love, Rajeshri. And same history repeated with me. My Ravi was a Rotractor and he found me. So today I'm proud to say Mr. Ravindranath Mala is the title sponsor of this event and he's here with my mother-in-law who is 80 plus. Both have come. So this is my Rotary, my strength that I have my two Jigar ka tukdas coming here. So please put your hands together for my Kandani and Mami. Ravindranath. Mami. Mami. Yani. Yes, Mami. My mother-in-law, Rama Marla, and they are out here. For the Sanmana, she has brought her son in a very proud manner. She believes in women empowerment. She is the one who has domesticated my husband. He knows to cook, clean, everything. That's why it's a visiting husband. It's like that. Okay. Told me 5,000 gift hampers coming your way. 5,000 rupees worth gift hampers. So just बैठे रहिए. पता नहीं सीट के नीचे से कोई कुछ निकल जावे. But before that, Mangalore believes in absolutely good competition. How many jewelry shops are around? There is another name, Bhima, and they're going to have another branch coming, Madam, 11th. So all are invited. The invites are coming to you personally. So more the merrier. Enjoy shopping this time to each one of you all. Now, so we just go to the absolutely people feeling helpless by her services to them, teaching people how to communicate. So I have my proud Nida here. She is on the panel who will be giving her perspective about what women in Rotary mean to her. I call upon Parvati from Rotary Mangalore. Murti Lahanpan Kirti Mahan. I've just spoken to her over the phone. Hardly met her, probably even for 15 minutes. Somebody Khandani Rotarian, Khandani Innerville she is. Grandparents also into the same thing. And she will put forward her perspectives. Okay. Yes, it was fine. And then we have Rotarian Rajni ma'am. Future leader of 31H1. Put your hands together for Rajni ma'am. She said little too much, so both is okay. She's okay with it. We have Vaishali Kudwa ma'am, the Inner Wheel District Chair. A small introduction of her because formally she is our guest. Ma'am, please come on stage. Vaishali was born in Hubli. She completed her schooling at a convent in Kumta, and then she pursued a degree at AV Baliga College of Commerce. She has been engaging herself in NSS during that time, and then following her graduation, she earned a diploma in interior designing from British Institute, Mumbai. She is married, PHF Rotarian. Vilas Kudwa has two daughters. Vaishnavi is a doctor at present at Father Muller's, while a younger daughter, Vaidehi, is studying BBA law at MS Ramaya. Kudwa is a charter member of Inner Wheel of Vademannur. As an active and dedicated member, she has held various club positions and also becoming the district ISO and as the district chairman now of her club. Apart from her professional and social commitments, she is a passionate animal lover, caring for and rehabilitating many stray, injured animals, including dogs, cattle, and cats. She has facilitated the adoption of hundreds of indie puppies. She has also conducted dog sterilization camp along with WBS and Madhuraj Trust. Additionally, she enjoys dancing and making friends. Please put your hands together for all these ladies out here. And of course, Keshav will come back on stage and with all his Radhes out here. Thank you, have a nice time.
Please sit down. We just wanted to have a kind of discussion or debate. It is not that I ask some questions and they need to answer or something. And these are not the tailor-made questions, or the questions have been out, or I'm here to embarrass them or trying to show off my gyan. If somebody in the group, it is not that me alone asking some questions. If you have some specific question, that is the good takeaway for you from the program, that I will allow you to ask that question. If one or two can raise your hand, it need not be from a man's perspective. As a woman, as a lady, what you have understood, what has transpired in you, or what the transformation that it has brought in you, you can also be ready with a question. Okay? Shall we begin? Vaishali, Rajini ma'am, Parvati and Nidha. Each one of you have been selected because you bring in the different frame of reference or the perspective into the whole program. ಮಾವಿನ ಹಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಹಣ್ಣಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ amongst the women from different. She is claiming herself to be Alfonso. Okay. How do you think that an organization can Rotary or Innerweal adds to the growth of women? Women is both the intellectual growth, the societal growth, and the growth which can bring in some kind of good to the world. Who would like to take this question? Yeah, I thought women should jump at the opportunities. When the opportunity comes knocking at you, you should grab at them. You should not be looking at each other's face. Yeah.
According to me, we were not jumping on the question because we were all being graciously letting the other person take here, because all are stalwarts on their own arena. And I know Rajni auntie has a kid, so her grandchild. I know that. So I know from that long time. So to say that how Rotary, or let it be ANS or Innerweal, how do they help women would be that this gives us a forum. Otherwise we are kind of lost, like in our own house, our own shore, doing this thing. But this gives them a huge spectrum of meeting different kind of women and different kind of men doing greater things what we could have even imagined from our own cocoon world. You would see people, of course, reading the newspapers. You would see them doing, achieving things. Even your story of Ambika, it came out because we are here. Otherwise, we would have never heard your spectrum of, how an Ambika, a typical housewife, thought of becoming an IPS officer. So same way, my mother, when she joined Innerweal, she was a 11th standard passed lady. A typical lady who came from a small village called Palakkad, Kerala. And when she came to Bangalore, we have coffee estate in Zaklishpur, but you don't make friends. So first Innerweal, what helped her out was, or even Rotary, my dad was a Rotary mid-town member. That gave her place to make good friends. Because of those good friends, then she started attending conference. Because you have a group of ladies telling that, come Uma, Gopinath, let's go for the conference. Otherwise my mom would have never gone for a conference all alone. Now that gave her a picture of going to different conferences. So in Hyderabad conference, she met somebody like Kiran Bedi. In Banaras conference, she met Jaya Bachchan. And from each of those conferences, a 11th standard passed lady comes back home and tells us, what can you learn? What did I learn from Jaya Bachchan? What did I learn from Kiran Bedi? I still remember, my mom said, Jaya Bachchan said, learn to say no. Don't say yes for everything like a baswa, Don't shake your head. Think and then learn to say no. So a small person with that can learn. So imagine us qualified people can do what not. Big wonders. Thank you.
Now I am beginning to doubt myself whether I am qualified enough to ask the question. Give her a big round of applause, please. I would like each one of you to answer this question. How about you, Rajni? Yeah. She wants me to repeat the question. She was so sure that the same question will not be asked again, so she didn't bother to know the question. Okay, I said, how do you think that an organization like Rotary or any other organization can bring in the growth in the women?
Yes.
Either it is an intellectual growth or an academic growth.
Yes, definitely. It would, graduate a person, I should say, because even when I got married and I was in Mangalore, we were not in any organization. But slowly my husband joined Rotary, and then I got into Inner Wheel, and then now I'm a Rotarian. That has brought in a lot of change. I have made scores of friends, not only in Mangalore, across the globe, as you said. And the kind of things I've learned, I wouldn't have held the mic and said anything. I would have trembled and I would have perspired and I would have fumbled. But it has given me so much of strength, so much of, it has made me a different person altogether. My mother-in-law was an Inner Wheel member. My father-in-law was a Rotarian. So it is in the family. But personally, it has made me a different person and a better person.
Thank you. How many of you have heard this? President Agavaru ಮೊದಲನೇ ದಿವಸ ನನಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಕೈ ನಡುಗುತ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಕಾಲು ನಡುಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಕಡೆಗೆ ಇವರು ಮೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕು
ಬಿಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Okay, this is the change that Rotary can bring in. Yes, Vaishali. Vaishali is the Inner Wheel. She is also a Rotarian. She is friend of my wife, Rotarian Vilas Kudva from Balehonnur. Yes, Vaishali.
Yes, Rotary and Inner Wheel get lots of changes in your personality. Everything from top to bottom you get completely changed. And I always feel all are not the angels of God, but Rotarians and Inner Wheel members are the angels of God.
Thank you.
Yes, because only we get a chance to do service. ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ನಾನು ಯಾವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಇಡೀ ವರ್ಷ ನಾನು ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹಾರ್ಟ್. Don't do it for any projects or anything and all. I have so many Inner Wheel members here today. They all know me very well, and everywhere I have gone I have told the same thing. Always do it from heart. So even I have learnt a lot from Rotary and Inner Wheel also. So this is like what Madam said. It's a wheel, two wheels to run a chariot. So definitely Inner Wheel and Rotary can make difference in everybody's life. Yeah.
Thank you, Vaishali. She was talking about that we are all angels of God. I have one little angel.
Pleasant evening, everyone. This is such a wonderful question, I would say. Rotaract has literally changed my life. Me sitting here today, being one of the panelists, that is the youngest panelist, this is like a dream come true moment. And Rotaract, it's just been 1.5 years, me being into Rotaract. And what attracted me towards, Rotaract and being a part of this wonderful organization is its idea of serving the community. I've been serving the community since I was the age of 12, and there was no stopping. But again, as Sir rightly said, you have to grab the opportunity as and when it comes. So Rotaract came into my life at the right time when I was looking for an opportunity. And I would like to share an instance. I joined Rotaract Mysore and during the year 2023, end of 2023, and there were hardly like 2 to 3 girls who were a part of Rotaract Mysore. And I reached out to the president asking I can only be a part of this club if I see more number of girls taking part and more number of members who are girls. And then he took it very seriously, and now I'm so happy that we have around 10 to 15 active girls who are Rotractors in our club. So one woman can inspire hundreds of other women. So I feel like I am trying to be that example for other girls, other women who can actually make use of this opportunity and use this platform to serve the community. So yes, Rotract has literally changed my life, and I can see that in others' lives as well.
Thank you, Nida. All the four of them are saying that their confidence has gone up, their energy has gone up, their knowledge has gone up. If they would have asked my own example, I would say my ego or Khusboo was at this level when I was the Rotarian. When I became president, it came down. When I became assistant governor, it came down. When I became DG, it just came down. That's why they say he's so grounded. But egos just vanish, with responsibility. When the authority goes up, your humbleness should also go up, not the arrogance. Thank you for all the four of you to answer. Rotary people talk a lot about not fellowship, the fellowship, and they call it the brotherhood. Suddenly that brotherhood, that bhaichara increases as the evening sets in. But what about the sisterhood in Rotary? How does it really work? As a male, I want to know, how does the sisterhood work?
ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಟ್ರಿನೇ ಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಸರಿಗೆ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಹುಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಆಸ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಮುಜುಗರ ಬೇಡ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಮಸ್ತಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನನ್ನ ಗಂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಗಂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಬಿಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಷ್ಟು ಜೋರು ನಿಮ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕುಡಿಯೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಓಪನ್ ಇದು, ನಾನು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮುಜುಗರ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. That's a challenge. If you want to ask nimmadu sisters, what is that? Sister.
I said, how do you compare the sisterhood to the brotherhood?
Brotherhood ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಗ ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗೋದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಹುಡ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್.
Samhitha, it looks like in Bevedam का competition there is a पंगा लेने का जरूरत ही नहीं है.
और तुम लोगों ने ऑलरेडी पंगा लिया है, हम लोगों को अंदर लेके.
Yes, yeah.
Same challenge.
Okay.
Yes.
Parvati, if you just agree to what these people say, we don't need 4 panelists.
I would differ because I don't drink. And my friend also doesn't drink, and we inspire to do, because sisterhood is all about service. Rotary gives an august opportunity to serve people, and when we got into the thing, we realized, oh, this is a great platform to do, and they come up with different projects, and then you get that kind of opportunity, and the bond and the love and your friendship grows even stronger when you work on a project together. Like our club, RCM, keeps giving us so many plans. Now even tomorrow I'm involved with my daughter's school, ELC, one of an ex-Rotarian's daughter. She's the heading person of Amara, which we are thinking of planting almost like 30% of green value we are increasing in Mangalore by under our Rotary Club of Mangalore. So when we are doing such kind of
On stage here. He's from Rotary Club of Mangalore East. So, President Suresh Shetty, please kindly. Ladies, दिल से दिया है, बहुत दिया है, और भी देंगे. For the value through giving real true value to your money when you buy gold. So we have one big hearted fellow here. He believed us and made Samhitha a possibility. So, sir, you are not alone. Keshav, sir. 1% your percentage of men have increased. Welcome to you, sir. Women, ready? Harish sir, news on the coupon hakidra? Coupon hakidira? Illa alla. I put sir. Okay. So, I think we have made two lovely. One draw, is it, sir?
That's one.
Okay. Can I call upon? There's a beautiful girl there, Chotu. Let's have a cute baby coming. What's her name? Chalo, come on, clap for her. Future of Rotary. Name about? Magu onde degi. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದು ಕೊಡಿ. It is Anne Veena Kulai from Rotary Suratkal. Veena ma'am, let's share our happiness. One more. Sapna Kini. Sapna Kini from Mangalore. Oh, now इसमें भी इसका कोई हाथ नहीं है. From host club Preeta. Please come over the dice band and please accept this token of love from us. Samhitha coming to you in this form. Always generous donations from them.
Yes.
You have seen the ads running here and we have entrepreneurs.
Yes, Vidya.
And those who enjoyed the chocolates. One thing,
Yes.
have you noticed any plastic around? Any PET bottles? Or anything latakta, jhatakta banners? No. To some extent we have done this. And even this kit, I don't know how many of you have seen iske andar kya hai. Yes, even the cover is brown paper, organic agarbatti, tissue, if you have any issue. Then you have, you guys must have seen this, but I need to tell you, this is multi-purpose. Maar bhi sakte hain. This comb is made out of neem. Neem, you need to soak it in oil. It is anti-dandruff and anti-hair fall. Then we have a toothbrush, which is made out of bamboo and charcoal bristles. And then chotu biscuit. Then a diya made by special school children of Suratkal. Diyas made by mentally challenged children. एक दीप जरूर जलाना उनके नाम का. And then एक pen which has got a paper seed. So जैसे pen खत्म होगा, please plant the seed. Let the seed become a big tree of Samhitha. I call upon Suzanne from Loreto Hills, Rotarian Suzanne, who again has come forward to be our generous donor. Put your hands together for this beautiful lady. Slim, pretty, tall, humorous.
Yes.
Inner wheel members. Sorry, madam. Thank you very much. So, inner wheel members is from Suratkal, and then now we move on to and non. So it is a joint. What do you say? So, President of Inner Wheel Suratkal Idara Vasanti ma'am.
Yeah. Right. Look here. Right. Yes, Rode.
For this all the events, behind my backbone is Rotary Yashomati. Really, I'm very grateful to her because from past 1 month, daily after finishing my duty, daily at 4 o'clock she'll be there near our hospital, daily walking around the roads for the sponsorship. Really, I'm very grateful to my dear friend Rotary Yashomati. Really, please give a big applause of her. And for her, really, I'm very, very grateful. Just one small gift from our club members. I request Rotary Association to do all that.
Yeah. Look here.
My heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to the success of this women's conference. Your support and participation have been invaluable. It's been a matter of great honor to have the Rotary International Director, Rotarian Anirudh Roy Chowdhury, in our event. Thank you for your valuable words and time shared with us. Also for a most loud monk in Rotary, Rotarian Ravi Vadlamani, your captivating speech is worth the time. We are blessed to have you. We place on records our heartfelt gratitude to Rotarian Yashasvi Somshekar for gracing the inaugural session and for the words of inspiration. D.T. Vikram Datta, you have been the one who has given us the golden chance to make this event a reality. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you for sharing your inspiring story of resilience and determination. Your words resonated deeply with us all. Elizabeth Cherian, your expertise and insights on changing lives were truly enlightening. We appreciate the time you took to share your knowledge with us. Suman Hegde, your passion and activity for blood bank are reality, are contagious. Thank you for being a role model for us all. Khusboo, you are thought-provoking, perceptive on women being the assertive, are contagious. Thank you for being a role model for us all. Sorry. perceptive on women be more assertive, start the meaningful conversations. We are grateful for your contribution. Pratishana, your experience and advice on women means universe were invaluable. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. Keshav sir, your captivating storytelling inspires us all. You are true talent and an orator par excellence. To our own lovely ladies who have made as panelists opened up so many great thoughts that we can ponder on. A big thanks to District Chairman Vaishali Kudwa and Rajini Bharati. And Spartan and Parvati and young and beautiful Rotractor, Nidha Fatima. You all are highly inspiring. Thank you, Rotary Rachana Nagesh, District Chairman, Women Membership, for your gracious presence. Last but not the least, to my team of Loreto, thank you for your tireless efforts behind the scenes. Your dedication made this event possible. And to all the amazing women who attended, thank you for being part of this empowering experience. Your presence and energy made this conference unforgettable. Let's keep the momentum going and continue to uplift and support each other. Thank you again to everyone involved and look forward to the next conference. We thank the team of this beautiful venue, Ocean Pal, for great assistance and support. Thank you.
Fine. Sir, Dr. Yes, yesterday. One more. Yes.
Rotary Vasant, who is a past president, for her remarkable act of compassion and generosity. Can you just put the photo? She has donated her hair for noble cause, as she has not only contributed to bringing confidence and smiles to those battling in medical challenges like cancer, but also set a powerful example of empathy, service and selflessness in action. Rotary believes in this. And Vinita's gesture is a true embodiment of this spirit. What a beautiful way to end this session. That, we really go back home thinking in what all ways we really can do a little good to our society. It was a pleasure here. She will carry back memories and tell. Those ladies have applauded your gesture beautifully. Thank you. Let's all raise for the national anthem. Jana Gana Mana Adinayaka Jaya He